I just said that an error occurred. You probably in the last view.
Can we resume it?
Yeah, we can resume it.
Okay, perfect.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna resume it from where it was.
Yeah. And that should be good.
It was a weird thing that happened. So.
How much of it has something to do with the internet?
You know what? If it did, it's fine. Internet's back. Go. I just checked it. It's all good.
Then what happened if it wasn't the internet? That's why I'm confused. I'm always confused.
Is that why you're failing math?
I'm not failing math. I have like an 80 in that class.
Sad, guys.
It's not sad.
Everyone, if you think comment down below saying that's sad.
And subscribe.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Chiefs football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Why are you not playing?
Go to 10.
Next play.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got a 1st down of it. Mahomes he lost the football.
No.
And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
There we
go.
We're going to get it right
Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Yeah. My quarterback has never fumbled a football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Oh my goodness.
Malcolm Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation.
Hold on to that.
Him to get home.
There we go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams.
Okay.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well,
and we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
There we go. Get him down.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. I want to get your thoughts on something here as San Francisco starts this next drive. You know, we talked about the lack of pass attempts for Jimmy G in the postseason so far, but they were number 2 in the rushing attack in the league, only behind Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. So you think KC's defense, that they'll stack the box, force the Niners to throw?
I think they have to, because you just get shredded in the run game. It destroys you in the psyche as well as it does out on the field. So you've got to try and take that part away from them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
There we go.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 53 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
What do you mean?
As
it's
a
the
former
same
DB,
level of difficulty.
you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the next thing you know, they're going to beat us.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Oh, I knocked it out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
I missed the tackle.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Well, one of the big questions in the lead-up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh, boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, popped back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta, and that was a 28-3 game. That lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself. So if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a 3-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who's just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Wow.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin.
So I'm just going to do CPU until he gets back. So I better... Until he gets back, I'm just going to... What? Oh...
The quarterback know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
In the backfield position. Out of the line, and get them.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm going to score.
Mahomes now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
I think it's back around the middle or from the end of the...
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points out. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
No. Not two.
No. 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
No way.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Gold with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
You gotta go. Get it past 30.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Perfect.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You know what? What about this? That's
They fake the give. Now
No way!
And he's going to go down again.
Wow.
Malcolm Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
And I need to be a max attack. Jamie Wilson.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Because I'm going to have to do that.
And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Garoppolo. over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Oh, no.
Second down,
no.
McKinnon.
I did not mean to do that.
So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a
no.
whole lot else.
Shoot. Just decline it. You better decline
And
it.
that one was
No,
relatively easy to see.
it.
I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the third down.
Should I do this? Try and blitz him? Should I do this?
Play fake there to Coleman.
I
Now
missed that.
Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in.
I'm into that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal man downfield.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
And I said, that's impossible.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
We
And he
should've
can't hang
picked
on
that.
to it.
That
Nearly
was an
picked.
easy
He's
pick.
known for his
Come
hands
on.
defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw.
Yes, so he will.
And it's complete to Kelsey. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
No.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Accepted?
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's not going to make it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 55 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football.
He fumbled it again.
Let's go.
Yeah, but
and careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
He stopped
and this
whenever I
time,
stopped,
they turned
and
it
the guy
over.
kind of
Security eluded him. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, touchdown Tyreek Hill.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Touchdown
Gets this one to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it with Hyde.
Touchdown.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And
No, I'm going to challenge that. That was... Hold up. Hold up. I need to...
that means 4th down.
Yeah, hold up. Can I please instant replay it? I'm still challenging it. I don't care.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the
foot
ball
was on the
across
goal
the goal line in order
His
for it
foot
to count.
was on the
Remember,
goal
it's got to
line.
be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think
That's a
it's going to
touchdown.
be there. We can't really find it on
That's
the
a
tablet.
touchdown.
So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
His foot was on the goal line. That's a touchdown. His foot was on the goal line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead able to get in there.
Just got sacked.
Wait, what happened? I thought it was our
Well, it was 3rd and inches, then we sacked y'all.
For his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I have zero rooting interest.
And he's gone again. He is gone too many times. It's going to be me against CPU again.
Either team in this game, I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Mike Yellow. It's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Robinson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
There we go.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
George Kittle, the All-Pro, 85 catches, over 1,000 yards this year. Maybe the most memorable play, that face mask tugging catch in the final minute of the win in New Orleans, Charles.
Yeah, you're right about that because it was a 4th and short. He catches the ball and continues downfield with what felt like 8 or 9 guys on top of him. But as you noted, the most important part was the face mask that was grabbed, and he just kept going. That is George Kittle. Now, he's almost been a forgotten man in the postseason because 49ers have emphasized the run game. Just 4 catches, 35 yards in 2 games. But how about the blocking? Absolutely dominating both at the point of attack and in space. Not a surprise because he is the son of a former Big Ten offensive lineman.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Set the tone, defense. Set the gun.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, he finds Taylor, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Stop your
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers get a score closer. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is probably working.
Taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Sorry about that.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I'm not stupid.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. That's been difficult for them all game long.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing you.
Now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Hold up, please.
Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
How did that happen?
Now goal for the extra point.
They don't technically the head coach and the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator and the special teams coach everything.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
How did that happen?
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run.
But how did we let on 7 men? It was like 7 or 8 men.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
How did we let the guy that you just get a flipping?
This will be taken in at the 1.
On a running play? Nope. Oh no, I thought I had him.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I thought I had him. I thought.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
No.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Look at him.
Taylor now returning it.
He's shooting everyone.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, 50. 50's a month. 50's a month.
Not good at all.
So don't say nothing.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Don't let them. Don't let them
into the
score.
hands of Kittle, the tight end.
No.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
He almost
Big
got a
plays
touchdown.
back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage
I know,
on
that's
2nd
the
and goal.
thing that I'm worried about. I don't want them to score at all.
And he will find his receiver. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
All day, baby, all day.
Play it smart.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take it in range for a field goal or maybe more. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. That is
Are you kidding me? They got another
49ers.
touchdown. It's now a 14-point lead.
The afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that,
well,
let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
They have
because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I need to go with shotgun. Let's go levels.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Wow.
He will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
It again.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
That plays so much. They're playing so much better than us now.
Well, that's because I'm about to play. They're thinking, holy cow, he's about to play. You gotta press him.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Okay, so we're going to split this into a part 2, which I'll say will be... There's only watching something. So we're going to split this into a... Well, I need to eat, okay? And it's already in the third quarter.
The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
It's right now in the third quarter, like just started.
On play action, it's Garoppolo.
There we go.
Coming and he's taken down.
Him.
Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's
this is a lot harder than you playing.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with a 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series.
There we
Under
go.
pressure again, and down he goes again. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
There you go.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
No! Oh! No! It's our ball. It has to be our ball.
And that's what fans are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying.
No. No. That should not have happened. It's going to be next play.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
That is insane.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
I'm going to play stupid.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, 57. He's coming. We got double.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
No.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
No.
Not that time for Watkins. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead. And another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and
it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their... And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
preserve.
My grandma did?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Who makes these guys say what they
the
say?
interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh,
Here as he's taken down.
Nick Bosa,
Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I will somehow take it from the offensive block. We'll just kick him to the
Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
You just want everyone to say safety, right?
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for him. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there.
I was looking for the interference.
Possession will go over.
I was looking for the interference.
15-yard line.
But it just didn't happen.
Why you would do that? It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th
It is a late game situation.
Boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Oh, baby.
A solid pickup of 12
It was a
yards,
late
and now
game
they're
situation.
knocking on the door.
We are in the 4th quarter.
And with that
in the 3rd
last play,
quarter
he's
with
now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him.
What will happen? It's probably like 38-39 or something like that.
The extra point, and that will extend this.
Yeah, because that's what you do. On the guy, just get out of the way. Let it come out.
Gold now to kick it away.
I remember this one time he actually did an onside kick. I just literally just to get out of the way.
Taken from the 7.
Let's see, got it. Just gonna need an onside kick. Get out of the way. Let it roll out of bounds. You'll get like 10 or 15 more yards. It's actually quite simple.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We don't even have a
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down, and my goodness, another interception.
If y'all don't, then
at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
No.
The interception waves just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks at this point. You got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Holding. Let him get a touchdown.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That's on the multiple-time Pro Bowler, Joe Staley.
That's what I just said. Just let him get a touchdown. It's all for nothing.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Okay, maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe
I never said it was good.
I literally don't have it now. Yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7.
You literally said that a few days
ago. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins. 35-34.
We're already out of the game.
MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers.
Went above and beyond. It's coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. Mahomes firing complete.
There we go, finally.
Into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
You don't know that.
Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now, because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have.
I want to see if it actually shows how much time it's been. Okay, it doesn't show, guys.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better.
The haul it is, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Oh, my God, we're done.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Catch him. Oh, that was a good pick.
A good pick up there at 22. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of muscle.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Remember the last time, kind of quit early because you were still losing?
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
There was no way that was a
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
He just got
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
There we go.
And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No!
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown in the Super Bowl, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And now here comes Kansas City. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins.
There we go.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I wasn't even playing.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed
The first half of the second half.
I hope y'all enjoyed the, yeah. Guys should didn't.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now he'll turn and
You
off his
should
back
have
foot.
caught
He'll
that.
heave this deep. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended
You gotta
target.
run
And now it's
faster,
2nd
Travis
down.
Kelce.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
There was no way that's the legal for a pass. Wait, what?
As a
Austin
lineman, they are trained.
Reese.
You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's put them on the buses.
Now it's Mahomes again. They'll tussle for
There we
it,
go.
and this is going to be caught. And
That
this will
was
move
good.
the chains again as the
Even though
tackle's
it's
going to
already
be made at the
lost, even though it's already
49ers
lost,
39.
I'm gonna try to.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
I'm about to throw up because of how bad I am. Yeah, well, I'm using the restroom, having to throw up and everything. Y'all can.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Right now, guys.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only did they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He tried to turn it and then it backfired instead of him with this.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a cheap. Getting the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
The extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
I mean, first of all, guys,
comment down below your favorite.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
how in the world does the Houston Texans give up?
It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
How the heck does it?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I am. Quality is currently not okay. Wait,
Offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
I think the good
no,
offensive
I'm not going to try
now
that. You know
are
why?
looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
No. Whenever our plays the Dallas Cowboys, now it can beat any team with Dallas Cowboys.
On 1st down, Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
No,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
No, well, as you can all see, Shoot.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
At least we got a pick 6.
Yeah, just throwing it. Hey, guys.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Start fast and go up.
That's
We're
fielded
live.
in
If
the
what
end
if someone's
zone.
watching us and we're live right now?
And the decision to come.
Let's check.
No one's on.
Oh.
Or what you can do, guys, is you can...
0 views, 0 comments. Poop on. All of you just poop.
49ers
Everyone
getting
just
set to
subscribe.
trot out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
No,
they should be better with the
I
football
about to see the
on
best
this possession.
So the last
play
didn't bother you too much
I will
last
ever
time.
do.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
13.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
I'm trying to throw
And he's
it.
taken down. The
There's
Chiefs
25 people going. Not really, but there's like
This
10 people
offensive
going
line
after you.
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time
You know what?
and
Not
time
gonna do it.
again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus
I
far.
had to do it on that one play though.
On play action. Now Garoppolo.
Nope.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh God.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there
Good now.
offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
No, you gotta tackle him.
But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
No,
The ball comes out, and then it's scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget.
It's not a fumble. No fumble. There we go. Yes.
You didn't know that.
Yellow.
I was gonna challenge. I always challenge it. And you know that I
Looking to
always
throw
challenge
again
it.
on second down. Mahomes.
Oh, quick one tackle.
He will
There we
score.
go.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Okay.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh God, it's good.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
No
he's
way
able
you
to
caught
outmuscle him
that.
here as he pulls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
No.
His throw caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back.
Let them just put this game on pause for a minute. Let's go to the underground cave and let's ask myself, how did I lose?
Resume it.
I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do
and my goodness, another interception.
Hold up. I need to do something real quick. I'm about to throw up again.
You sure you're going to throw up, or you just going to leave because you don't want to see your team lose?
Well, both.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, y'all, just make sure to
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
49ers lose, unsubscribe to it.
The most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here we go. Like 20.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Hey, I'm coming. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Shifts by him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Wait, no, accept it.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't...
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
What we got?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54.
Everyone, I hope you've enjoyed.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Robinson's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
I like that. That's what I like. Yeah. There you go. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, yeah. Show them.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Unsubscribe to this channel. Let's subscribe to Dr. Porkchop.
Don't do that, guys.
I'm gonna go home in the dumpster where I live. Oh dear God.
Thank y'all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know for a fact I did. So thank y'all for watching.
Hey,
subscribe,
like, get out.
Do
The rats are in here. Logan is back.
What?
The rats are back in the trash can.